When scientists measured the deepest dive ever recorded, it wasn't a sperm whale. It was a beaked whale, vanishing below 3,000 meters and staying down for hours. So if other animals go deeper, longer and quieter, why does the deep ocean still belong to sperm whales? For a long time, depth records fooled us. It felt logical to assume that the animal capable of diving the deepest must also rule the deep. More depth meant more pressure, more danger, more dominance. But the ocean does not work like a leaderboard. Going deep is not the same as operating there. Take Cuvier's beaked whales. They hold the record for the deepest and longest mammal dives ever measured. Some individuals disappear for more than 2 hours, slipping into darkness beyond 3,000 meters, where the pressure would crush most life instantly. Their bodies are extreme, even by whale standards. Their lungs collapse completely, their heart rate drops to just a few beats per minute, and their blood becomes a moving oxygen vault, feeding only the brain and heart. It's an astonishing physiological trick. But here's the detail that changes everything. Those record-breaking dives are not hunts, they're evasions. Beaked whales don't go that deep to dominate anything. They go there to avoid predators, to hide, to become invisible. When they hunt, they target small squid scattered through the water column. The deep is not their workplace, it's their panic room. After each dive, they spend long periods at the surface recovering, repaying oxygen debt. They can't repeat these dives back to back without cost. Now compare that to the animal we assumed was less impressive because it does not hold the record. Sperm whales routinely dive between 1,000 and 2,000 meters, sometimes deeper, and they do it again and again, day after day. Their dives last around an hour, not because they cannot stay longer, but efficiency matters more than extremes. This is not survival diving. This is scheduled work, and the difference shows up in what they eat. You might have seen footage of a sperm whale returning to the surface with a living giant squid in its beak. They do not target small scattered prey. They hunt large squid, including giant and colossal squid that can weigh hundreds of kilograms and fight back with hooks and suction, powerful enough to scar whale skin for life. These encounters do not happen by accident. They are planned. The whale descends alone into total darkness and begins scanning the deep with sound. Sperm whales use intense echolocation, controlled physiology, size, and cultural knowledge passed through tight family groups to make these repeatable dives possible. This is routine, hour-long, repeatable work, not a panic-driven evasion. Other deep divers are quiet because silence keeps them alive. Sperm whales are loud because information keeps them in control. Their echolocation clicks are among the most powerful biological sounds on Earth, reaching volumes that can exceed 230 decibels at the source. Down there, sound does not just help them find prey, it defines the space around them. Even animals that look perfectly built for the abyss fall short in other ways. Southern elephant seals, for example, are exceptional divers for their size. They regularly also reach depths of 1,000 to 2,000 meters and can hunt efficiently in low light. They're fast, flexible, and aggressive, but they still hunt along the edges of the deep, not inside it. They must surface frequently. Their prey is smaller. Their dives are shorter and more reactive. They visit the deep, they don't run it. And then there are the squid themselves, perfectly adapted to darkness, but blind in the most important way. Squid do not search the deep. They wait in it. They react to vibrations and sound, often only realizing what's happening when a sperm whale's sonar lights them up like a flare in the dark. By the time they fight back, the encounter is already decided. This is the mistake we kept making. We treated the deep like a test of endurance. In reality, it's a test of control. The deep doesn't reward the animal that can disappear the longest. It rewards the one that can return again and again, knowing exactly where it is, what's around it, and how to turn darkness into an advantage. That combination is rare, and it belongs to one animal. What finally separates sperm whales from every other deep diver is not how far they can go, but how much of the deep they can control once they arrive. As a sperm whale descends, its world does not shrink. It expands. With each powerful click, the darkness fills with information. Unlike vision, sonar doesn't stop at the edge of light. It keeps going. In the deep ocean, that makes all the difference. Other divers move through darkness cautiously, reacting to what they stumble into. Sperm whales search the darkness deliberately. This is why they can hunt prey that should, on paper, be too dangerous to target. Giant and colossal squid are not passive animals. Some grow longer than a city bus, with tentacles lined with hooks that rotate and dig into flesh. They are powerful enough to scar whales for life. But squid are ambush hunters. They wait, drift, and respond. Against sonar, that strategy collapses. The moment a sperm whale locks on, the squid's advantage disappears. The whale knows exactly where it is, how fast it's moving, and which way it's trying to escape. The fight happens on the whale's terms. This control extends beyond hunting. Sperm whales tolerate conditions that push other animals into survival mode. Their muscles are packed with myoglobin, storing oxygen directly where it's needed. Their blood volume is enormous, allowing oxygen to be rationed slowly and precisely. During a dive, their heart rate drops, peripheral circulation shuts down, and the brain enters a calm, focused state. This isn't panic diving, it's routine, and crucially, they can do it again tomorrow. This repeatability is what the deep demands. The abyss is not forgiving. It doesn't reward extremes. It rewards systems that can function consistently under pressure. Beaked whales flirt with physiological limits. Elephant seals skim the edges. Squid dominate their immediate space but surrender initiative. Sperm whales sit in the middle of all these advantages without collapsing under any of them. They are large enough to absorb damage, intelligent enough to adapt strategy, loud enough to define territory acoustically, and calm enough to operate where panic would be fatal. Even their social structure reflects this dominance. While most hunts are solitary, sperm whales live in tight-knit family groups that share knowledge. Calves learn migration routes, dive timing, and behavioral cues over years. This information is cultural, not instinctive. It means each generation doesn't start from scratch. It inherits a working manual for the deep. That may be the most unsettling part of all. Scars on sperm whale skin tell stories of encounters no human has ever seen. Missing squid beaks in stomachs point to battles fought thousands of meters down. Changes in movement patterns suggest animals responding to pressure, prey, and rivals long before we noticed. The deep shapes sperm whales, but sperm whales also shape the deep, influencing which animals move, hide, or disappear when those clicks begin. This is why records don't matter. The deep does not belong to the quietest diver, the fastest swimmer, or the bravest visitor. It belongs to the animal that can enter, gather information, make decisions, and leave on its own terms. Over and over again. That animal is the sperm whale. If you enjoy discovering that dominance is not loud until it needs to be, feel free to like and subscribe. If you want to see what happens when humans decided even this creature was just another resource, watch the video titled "The Shocking Things Humans Killed Sperm Whales For."